This is a firecracker. Put it in an iron drum and set it on fire. The shockwave generated by the firecracker explosion will blow the lid off. If you seal the lid on the bottom of the iron drum, you can use that momentum to push the lid down. But to keep the lid from blowing off, clever, you added a movable link. Connect the crankshaft under the connecting rod to limit his range of motion. Gobble like this. The child can only move up and down within a certain range, won't fly out. You designed the piston, but there is no way to put firecrackers in this way. Clever, you made a hole in the top of the barrel. You can throw lit firecrackers in from above. This will explode and push the piston down. But after the piston was blown, how do I get back to my original position? So you add a flywheel to the crankshaft. The inertia of the flywheel drives the crankshaft to continue rotating. The crankshaft pushes the piston back into place through the connecting rod. But using firecrackers as fuel is obviously inconvenient. So you put a gas nozzle on the top of the head. He can spray fuel. But how do you ignite it after spraying it in? So you put spark plugs on the ignition again. But it still doesn't work, because combustion requires oxygen. So you put an intake valve on top. An exhaust valve for intake and exhaust. So when the intake valve opens, fuel injection nozzle sucked into the cylinder with the air. Then the intake valve closes. Piston upward motion, compression mixer. Compressed to a certain extent, the spark plug will ignite. Ignite the mixer and explode. Push the piston down. Then the exhaust valve opens. The piston goes up to push the exhaust out of the cylinder. Then repeat the action. The piston keeps going back and forth. Drive the crankshaft to continuously rotate. Congratulations! You just successfully invented the internal combustion engine. And if I split the system into 2 sets, it's a twin-cylinder engine. Do 4 sets. It's a 4-cylinder engine that's used in cars today. But not on the road yet, because the parts rub against each other, causing abnormal engine jitter. Therefore, you add another layer of oil between the parts to lubricate. But the piston can work tens of thousands of times per minute. Ordinary lubricating oil cannot withstand such violence at all. It's been a long time. Dirty stuff like carbon deposits will make the cylinder seal worse. Engine scrap. How to make the oil film suck more firmly. It's more stable. So you're in the engine oil. A magnet-like substance was added. Let the oil act like a magnet, absorbed on various parts. No longer afraid of all kinds of wear and tear. Congratulations! Successfully invented the global benchmark for motor oil. Add 10 multi-magnetic shield oil. Super protection with magnetic protection. The engine is fully armed. Wear reduced by 50%.